Violence towards anyone is a crime, even in the home. Domestic violence isn't just hitting. It can be controlling or threatening someone in your family and making them feel scared. Police can arrest people that use violence. They can also take out an AVO to protect victims of domestic violence, including kids. An AVO is a legal order. I hated that Dad scared us so much, but I was sad that he had to move out of the house because of the AVO. And I was angry at Mum. I blamed her for getting Dad kicked out, but it wasn't her fault.
It's often police that take out the AVO, even if your mum doesn't want it. We do this for your protection. Even if you or your mum don't want it, we can't change that. Only the court can do that.
Mr. Prosecutor, what do you have for us today?
Your Honour, Sergeant Gruby appearing on behalf of the applicant.
AVO stands for Apprehended Violence Order. An AVO is ordered by a local court. It's to protect victims from violence or the fear of violence. An AVO itself is not a criminal conviction, but it can become criminal if you break the conditions ordered by the court. There are lots of different things an AVO can say, and every case is different. For example, for Jai's dad, there was a condition that he stay away from the family home for 12 months.
Your Honour, I'm advised that my client consents to the interim orders without admissions. He'd also like the court to note that he will be seeking unsupervised contacts with...
My dad agreed to the AVO, but he wanted to be able to see me without him breaking the AVO. So he got a family lawyer and they worked out a way for me to see him sometimes. The way I see it, an AVO is just like a warning to my dad to stop hurting us and scaring us. But I had heaps more questions about how it was going to work. Turns out, I wasn't the only one.
Will my dad go to jail?
No, not because of the police asking for an AVO. He's not being arrested. But if he had been violent and the police had proof, they could arrest him and charge him with assault, as well as taking out an AVO.
Can I still see my dad?
Well, it would depend on what the court orders when it makes the AVO. But your dad can tell the court that he wants to see you. If it's safe, the magistrate can order a condition that he can see you.
Can my dad fight the AVO?
Yes, he can oppose the AVO at the court. The police will argue their reasons for taking out an AVO, and your dad can say what he thinks. It's up to the court to decide.
How long will the AVO last?
An AVO can be for months or for years, depending on what the court decides. If there is no date on the AVO, it means it's valid for 12 months. But you just can't decide you don't need the AVO. The police can arrest your dad if he breaks the conditions. And then it can mean serious trouble, fines, even jail.
So, can an AVO stop my dad from drinking?
Not really. But there is a special order that can be added to an AVO that says he can't drink or take drugs within 12 hours of seeing you or coming to your house.
I want my mum to take my name off the AVO. Can she do that?
No. If kids are included, only the police can ask for the AVO to be changed.
Will the police question me about my dad before they go to court for an AVO?
Yeah, they may want to speak to you. It's their job to get as much information as possible. But remember that if you don't feel comfortable or don't want to speak to the police officers, you don't have to. You will not get into trouble if you don't want to speak to them.
Can I get my own AVO?
No. No, you can't apply for your own. Usually the police ask for one that covers children. And sometimes kids are covered by another family member's AVO.
If my mum and dad split up, will I have to choose who I want to live with?
Usually parents work that out between themselves. They'll agree on where the children live and how they spend time with the other parent. But if they can't agree, they might go to court. That's the family court. A judge will listen to the different views and then make a decision.
Do I have to go to court and tell them what I want to happen?
Kids do have a say, but they don't have to go to court. What they want is told to the court in different ways, usually by the independent children's lawyer. That's an ICL. They speak up for you in the court.
How do I get an ICL?
That's a good question. The court will make an order and ask legal aid to find a lawyer for you. And remember, an AVO is about protecting you and your family, because what we all want is what's best for kids.
Anyhow, I know lots about AVOs and how different courts have different rules. Best of all, I got to see my dad. The court said that I can see him during the school holidays, and I made sure I put those dates in my phone.
On behalf of the applicant, we're seeking interim orders as per the application that's in front of you